right? That's why we want to replace these old, outdated, disempowering, false, toxic, limiting beliefs and agreements with new, healthy, reinforcing, affirming beliefs and affirmations. And so, I'm going to share with you this last bit. I'm going to wrap up here with this new practice that I'm very excited about. And it's on my heart. I've been practicing it for the last week or couple weeks, and it has made a difference in the energy in my space. It's even helped me with clarity and even conflict resolution of trying to find the bigger picture, see the bigger picture in things that my broken, wounded, scared, fragmented heart was closed off to. And this is a practice called 5 minutes of happiness. It is something that is teaching me to strengthen the muscle of my authentic, the real me, of my whole self, which is love. To be able to hold space, to overflow in my unlimited self, in love, in happiness, in joy, in bliss, in peace, in safety, and security. But when so much of this cycle has been so tough, it's so easy and this is what I'm realizing for me, and it is for all of us as these human, beautiful vessels, to forget that our very nature is love. But when we have been fragmented and pinched off from that, we close our hearts out of protection. We close our hearts out of fear, right? False expectations appearing real, false evidence, false ego, false energy, false emotions. So today, I invite you to try and expand your capacity. It doesn't mean that you have to, go from here to here with excitement and love for the life, if that's not where you're at right now. But if you set your clock, this is the challenge. If you would want to I invite you to add this challenge into this 21-day soul cleansing challenge, you could call this too. And that is to set your alarm at the top of the hour for 5 minutes. And if you can do it at the top of every hour, see how many hours you say yes to this practice, and just give 5 minutes of anything, of your intentional, focused attention, of whatever activity that leads you closer in the direction of love, of the frequency of love, of peace, of happiness, of joy, of acceptance, of surrender. And sometimes that is 5 minutes of journaling gratitudes, 5 minutes of prayer, 5 minutes of stretch and yoga, and connecting your body to your breath and your movement, or going outside on a walk for 5 minutes, right? Setting your clock for whatever. 5 minutes to play a game with your kid, with your sister, right? It's fun. And it started, I had to push myself to do it. But now, and sometimes I still, but it's getting easier. And I noticed a difference that got me out of the really, really heavy, dark space I was in, that we all are and have been in as we are approaching the end of this cycle, of this year, releasing. And that means we have the final last debris, the last bits. That's why if you feel like you're dying, I know that feeling, beloved. I know that feeling. That is your ego dying to the false sense of identity that you once were so attached to, that was toxic, that was unhealthy, that was not serving you. That's what's dying. And because you have had such strong hold and attachment, because that is what you have known, that is what has kept you safe for these last fill in the blank years, probably all of your life, or the majority of it. But we are in a Saturn return. Saturn is literally going from Pisces, which is in now, back to Aries for the next 30 years. So the last 30 years has been a cycle that's coming to an end, and it's been a tough cycle for many of us. So have grace for yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're still love the beast that was born from all of this pain. That's what this is giving me, Beauty and the Beast vibes. That's what brought the beast back to the divine masculine. Look at this. Not me making Disney princess movies into a conscious awakening. All right, we might have to have a series on that one. But that's what I'm feeling right now with this strength card. What the story of that Beauty and the Beast was, that she loved the beauty of the beast. And that's what brought the divinity of the man, of the masculine. That was the healing of the divine masculine. And the sacred feminine. You see, the heart of the divine masculine is in the sacred feminine's hand. Not to control or possess, but to heal and to hold with gentle, loving, nurturing kindness. Because that is the feminine energy, the sensual, nurturing, maternal, mama, womb energy. Because that is the safe space that holds our unique gifts, that holds our wholeness, that sees our highest self, that sees our best self, that sees our fullest, most beautiful, true essence, divine self. Hold space for yourself, beloved. Okay? I hope that helps. This is really beautiful. I'm going to leave it at that. And that wraps up this day 3 of the 21-day soul cleansing journey. And until tomorrow, take care of yourself. Be kind. Be gentle. You are worthy. You are loved. You're abundant. You're beautiful. You're perfectly imperfect. And that's exactly okay. Okay? So, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.